himself? Well, again, I was talking with this Muslim brother and he said, well, you call Jesus God. I said, that's right. He says, but then how could God be begotten? I said, what do you mean? He says, you know the popular Christian verse, the verse that everybody knows, even the people who don't study the Bible. Everybody knows John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only what? Begotten son. Well, he said, how could God be begotten? That is blasphemy. And I said, well, I would agree with you if the word begotten meant what you think it means. He said, what do you mean? I said, have you ever looked up the original word for begotten? He said, no, I have not. I said, well, what you would understand is that there are actually two words in the Greek language for begotten. One is called monogeneo, and another one's called monogenes. Well, the word monogeneo means brought forth or created. So that's how a lot of people interpret John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, his son who was brought forth or created. And that is the area of blasphemy, because that's what individuals say, how could Jesus be created if he's God? But did you know that the Greek word in John 3:16 is not monogeneo? It's actually monogenes. I said, my brother, I said, have you ever looked up the word monogenes? He said, no, I never have in my life. What does it mean? I said, monogeneo means brought forth. I said, monogenes means the only one like me. The only one of its kind. In other words, if I could paraphrase John 3:16, John 3:16 was actually saying, for God so loved you that he gave the only one like him, that you don't have to perish, but have everlasting life. He gave the only one of his kind, that you don't have to perish, but have everlasting life. You see, sometimes the reason why people think the Bible contradicts itself is because they don't understand how it was put together, and they do not understand its method of study. But once we understand these simple principles, there are a lot of things that appear like contradictions that are not contradictions at all.